Thank you.
So I got to know Dean a little bit last week, as I said, in Napa, and now I'm stalking him to our hometown of San Diego. One thing you do not know about Dean that's pretty amazing, the accent's fake, and he's from New Jersey. So don't buy into it, man. He does it for the girls.
I'm from Jersey. I like coffee. That's what. Sorry, that was terrible. My bad. Yeah.
Nice to see you again, and welcome to San Diego. I know you said last week that you've been here one time before.
Yes. It was. I think it was Brett Denon's tour. I think we did some stuff, and was it Noah Khan's? It's everything feels like a blur at the moment. Because we were here 2 weeks ago. I think but it's been this incredible whirlwind of just places, and but it's always warm here, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's very similar to like Australia.
It's like what, 75 and sunny every day, right?
I love that. It's great.
So you're from Australia. So tell us, you're talking about all this traveling. Tell us how you approach the U.S. audience, if you will, because in Australia, man, you're doing big things there in your hometown. But when you come to the States, how do you approach music and the audience differently?
Well, I guess it's kind of like how it was in Australia a year ago. Because in Australia, I was kind of it was just all just building like it is here now, which is incredible because most Australians, I think I was talking to you about this earlier, like it never sort of happens. It's very rare for Australians to kind of come to America and sort of have a song that's on radio and stuff like that. So, but I guess I approach differently. Back in Australia, we're playing with a full band. And so here I have to strip it back to kind of how I was doing it a year ago. But I love it. I love doing it like this because it's kind of how I write the songs and how I do the acoustic versions when I release those. And so, but it is a bit different, totally.
Yeah, we were talking, it was funny last week because we were in Napa and there was a lot of good wine if you've been in Napa and they're known for the wine. And he said after the show, they're like, oh, hey, here's some wine. And the kind of wine you had was not the Napa wine.
No, yeah, so we went to Napa and we're doing that thing, that Live at the Vineyard thing. And I don't drink a lot, but it was like we finished all the things and we were like, my full band was there for once and we were all like, let's have a drink of wine. And we were backstage and we looked and it was like a South Australian bottle of wine. And we were which is really good, but we were just like, come on, man. We're in Napa. We were like really excited about it. So it's a bit of a letdown. But Napa's great as well. I love that place.
Well, it's great because his single, Be Alright, is approaching top 10, which is a big deal for an artist to be top 10 in our format for sure, because our format's a little more, it's a little slower pace. So if you can get top 10, it's a big deal. So congratulations.
Huge. Thank you. No, thank you to you. You were playing Waves back.
Waves as well.
You were on before anyone. It's incredible. So thank you for all the support.
I got some kind of weird man crush I don't know about with your music, man.
But you like Australians, man. It's great. You like Aussies.
Yeah. It's the non-accent.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm totally all right, so we got a couple questions from listeners. Where's Rosie? Hello. How are you?
Hey, Rosie.
You supposed to be at work?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
Thanks for showing up. All right.
It's great.
Who are your musical influences?
Oh, musical influences would be Noel Gallagher from Oasis. I love Oasis. And but more recently, I kind of got into Bruce Springsteen. I read his book, and I came on board super late. And yeah, exactly. And I got into there's a line in a Bruce Springsteen song which is sort of influenced every bit of my writing now, which is in a song called Dancing in the Dark. It's messages keep getting clearer, radio's on, and I'm moving around the place. I check my look in the mirror. I want to change my clothes, my hair, my face. And I just love that he wrote that. And it's like, oh, you can put that in a song. And it can, and for me, so in Be Alright, I sort of do that same thing. I look up from the ground. I'm sort of just describing. So I was really influenced by that Dancing in the Dark song.
So did you say you read his book?
I read his book, yeah.
Was it a real book or the e-book?
No, it was. I bought the real thing. Yeah, because we're getting a lot of planes at the moment. So it was like, you go into those stores and every now and then I grabbed Paul Simon's book recently. Got to read that. But really good book. And that's probably a really late influence, but one that's been very big.
How many people have read a book like lately, like a real book? Like a
it's
real
rare,
page-turning book? My wife's a teacher. She refuses to do e-books and she has to have the actual book.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it's bad on your eyes. If you're looking at the e-book thing and
fonts like this big.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but that's the new thing. But yeah, there's nothing quite like a real book, and it just it's very calming.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good question, Rosie. Thank you. Lauren, where are you? Hello. When did you first start singing / writing music?
Oh, okay. I started singing when I was probably like 13. I was singing to my girlfriend at the time, right? I was probably 15. And I started late. And my brother was in the bunk above me and he goes, I was singing her a song and he goes, you can sing. And my brother, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe I could do this. But I think it was when I was 18, I kind of got a guitar and then I wrote this song. The chorus was, I wish that one day, no, the verse was, I wish that one day I could see the people across the ocean. And I ran into my mum's room. I said, Mum, what do you think? She was like, it's good. That's good, darling. Keep going. But that was kind of the first thing. I was like, it was bad, but it wasn't terrible. So I kind of that was sort of the start for me. And then I just kept writing
Right.
songs.
Madison, you're from Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, I've been to Des Moines.
Like,
Yeah, we did a show there, I think. Yeah.
are you visiting or you live here now?
I live here now. I go to San Diego State.
All right.
great.
go Aztecs.
Awesome.
You guys have SDSU West coming.
Yeah.
It was a big deal yesterday. All right. What's your favorite song to perform?
Oh, song to perform? I'd probably say, I'm sure, it's the ones that are like, that do really well are always really brutal on the voice. Like Waves is really hard. Like it's great to sing. I dropped the key down a little bit now because like I was losing my voice every day when I'd sing it. But it's really fun to play when like everyone's singing it back to you. Be Alright's kind of tough to sing because it's so many words and it's like, I'm like doing, you sort of feel like, yeah, you can screw that up a lot of times. Probably the funnest is a song called Chemicals. I just love that one that I played second. I love playing that. It's just super simple and feels nice to sing.
All right. Sabrina. All right. Front row. This is a good question. If you could trade lives with any other musician, who would it be and why?
I mean, it's a tough one. I'd probably trade with Noel Gallagher. But then again, he's probably in his 60s. I'd be giving up a lot of time. But like, probably Noel Gallagher just could be cool to be, let's see what it'd be like to be him for a day because he's such a genius.
You said Justin Bieber backstage.
Yeah, JB. Dude, actually, that wouldn't be, that'd be living the dream. That'd be pretty cool. For one day. For one day. Oh, that'd be out of control. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Hello.
Hi.
Hey, Chelsea.
What is your favorite thing about playing in the U.S.?
Playing in the US. Well, everyone's so excitable here. Everyone's so like, you guys are very open and you're very encouraging. In America, it's like the only place in the world where people seem to like, I mean, it happens, but like in Australia, people are more like, if you talk yourself up, like if you're putting yourself out there, sometimes people will be like, who do you think you are? Like, calm down, mate. You know what I mean? But here in America, you guys are like, yeah, bring it on. Like, go bigger. And I love that. And I feel that in every sense of the place. So it's awesome. Yeah.
I was saying to him the other day, I'm like, my daughter, who's 16, is a big fan of the song Be Alright, but she loves the fact that he uses mate in the song. Because so I actually had to look up the lyrics. Is he really saying mate? Because nobody ever says mate.
And it's a risk. It was a risk to put it in. I think I was telling you, like, it was when I wrote the song, there was a conversation that from someone who was like, you should try changing it to what is it? It's I know you love her, but it's over, mate. And they said change it to far too late. So I know you love her, but it's far too late. And I'm like, no, it's the way it was written was that. So we kind of stopped it. But yeah, I think it's obviously it's a risk to put that in the song because it's so Australian and you kind of risked. I guess the thought behind it was maybe we're alienating the crowd. People will be like, what do you talk? What does that even mean? But it's working, so I'm glad we stuck to our guns. Yeah.
Notice it more.
But exactly.
So it's good.
I think it's benefited it. Yeah, totally.
All right, Nancy. All right, Nancy's asking, who would you like to collaborate with?
Collaborate. Oh, well, you know what? I've got this thing where I was like, because there's a few things coming in now, like collaboration things, and I want to release my first album before I collaborate because I'm like, everyone that I look up to sort of done that. Like you go, first album, prove yourself, and then, because it feels like, it's almost like a little bit, I just want to prove myself. But I think who would I collaborate with? I'd love to collaborate with someone, you know that girl Sigrid? She's insane. Yeah, I'm a big fan of hers, and she's incredible. So I'd love to do a song with her.
Right on. Yeah. Tell us about the album. What are you looking to do? When's it going to come out?
Yeah, it's not. I was lucky to have 90% of it sort of done when Be Alright came out. So there's only two or three new songs that they've written. I just got to record them, and so it's just a matter of finding time. And we're slowly doing that, like finding a day here and there to record some stuff. But I'm lucky because just had time. So the next three songs sort of done. There's one that we're still just doing finishing touches on, but yeah. So the album's almost ready to go. But I think it's going to be out early next year.
Are there certain places when you write music you like to be atmosphere-wise?
Yeah, well, it's all changing because I used to have all this time off where I'd be like, at home and nothing was happening, and like, and you'd sit there and you'd be like, but now it's more because I'm so busy, which is a good problem to have. It's more like in hotel rooms and like in rehearsal spaces. And sometimes when we're sound checking, a little idea will come and I'll just record it and then I think the idea is that I'll get home, and then I'll just sort of open all these ideas up and just be like, all right, what's good here, and I'll kind of piece them together or build from one thing.
Right on.
Yeah.
If we want to social stalk you, what's social media?
Yeah, it's just Dean Lewis Music at everything, and I try to reply a lot on Instagram. I've been trying. It's getting out of control now, but I try, and I post really stupid things. So, Dean Lewis Music, yeah.
Last question: is Foster's really Australian for beer?
Yeah, I think that's good marketing over here. It's really good marketing. Yeah, I mean, they have it in Australia, but I don't know if anyone. It's like Australians are really proud to be like, nah, man, Foster's are like not real. I think it's super good marketing because it's not a drink you'd ever see on tap.
Bloomin' Onion, man. Because if you tell me the Bloomin' Onion ain't real,
I've never heard of the Bloomin' Onion. What is that? Oh, is that a restaurant? Oh yeah, I don't know if. I've I've heard of it over here. You see them, but I don't know if we have them in Australia. I think it's just really good marketing. But they get you guys that stuff, eh? It's like you guys think it's the Bloomin' Onion. I've never heard of that, but I want to try it. Sounds.
I gotta somehow send you one. I gotta.
Please, yes.
You or something.
Send me one. Absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, you guys, give it up for Dean Lewis.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Thanks for having me.